Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Bronson Soapbox, show where I talk about anything I want on my soapbox, but usually video games. This week, I wanted to talk about free-to-play video games. In the recent years, free-to-play games have gotten huge. Games like League, Heroes of Storm, Hearthstone, WildStar, free-to-play MMOs like DCOU, and now Guild Wars 2, they're getting huge. And with mobile games, they're only going to continue to get bigger, with games like Candy Crush getting people to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. The problem is, very few games do free-to-play well. I feel that most core gamers see the potential in free-to-play, but outside of a couple of exceptions, they don't generally engage in free-to-play. There are games that do it incredibly poorly. Most mobile games, Candy Crush, Facebook games, things are just like, well, you can wait 4 hours to do this thing to progress, or you can pay us $20. Or there are games what I deem as like the middle road, which are like League, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, where it's like, you don't have to pay for anything, but if you don't pay for anything, getting stuff that you want can be a long, kind of arduous process at times. Then there's the games I consider to do free-to-play extremely well, which are Dota 2 and Guild Wars 2. Dota 2, nothing about the core game is paid for. You play, all the stuff that is mechanics about gameplay is part of the game. It's free to play. They don't harass you with stuff. The only stuff you pay for are keys to open chests, which you can still get through playing the game, skins, announcers, all cosmetic stuff. That is super important in a game like that. And I think more free to play games should move to that model. I love Heroes of the Storm. It's one of my favorite games of the year. It's most likely going to be on my top 10 games of the year list. But I don't get why I have to either pay $10 or grind for 2 weeks to get a character. Why not just let me have the character, and if I like the character enough and enjoy the game enough, I'll happily pay for skins. I will happily pay for the Glam Rock Elite Tauren Chieftain, but not after I pay $5 to $10 for the character itself, then another $5 to $10 for the skin. And this is where free-to-play games need to learn that you get me with the core game, and then you excel me on, bonus features and auxiliary shit. You don't sell me on progression, because I'm going to be like, bleep you, I'm going to earn it for free, or just quit playing. Guild Wars 2 is another one where you can get up to current content, and then you just pay for the expansion. Whole game's unlocked, or the majority of the game's unlocked, you just need to pay for the expansion if you want the full game experience. Games that do this horribly are time-based games where it's well, we gate your progression unless you pay us money. You can only do this amount of progression in a day. And those games are obviously not made for people who enjoy video games. They're made for people who just want mindless entertainment while on the toilet. And I feel that a game, I feel it's not hard to do this. I really liked Dota 2. Dota 2 is a really deep, engaging game. The only reason I don't play it now is because I can't keep up with its constantly ever-evolving, non-stop metagame. The problem with Dota 2, or not Dota 2, the problem with a game like League versus Dota 2 is Dota 2, because I like the game so much, I like the characters enough, I'm willing to pay for an announcer pack and a skin and things of that nature. Versus Heroes of the Storm or League, it's I already paid $10 to get this one character that I'm really good with and like, so I don't have to wait for them to show up in the weekly rotation. So, no, screw you, I'm not paying for your mount, I'm not paying for your announcer, holds up double middle fingers and marches out the room. Or Guild Wars 2, yeah, you gave me that core game for free, I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it, I will give you $30 for your expansion pack. Bleep yeah. Hell yeah, $30, $60, whatever it is. And the second that the game industry understands this, the better it will be. And because right now they are trying because they don't understand that gamers want a complete package and then will pay for extras. That is kind of what's killing this market right now. And yes, League is highly successful, and there are people with this, and Heroes is doing well, but if you want to make the most possible money out of free-to-play, you need to go the Dota 2 route of, like, we're going to make you love this game. We're going to make a deep, engaging game that has all the game here, and then for the bells and whistles, you pay. Because I can tell you right now, for, like, Hearthstone does that in a lot of ways, where it's like, yeah, you can probably earn about a Hearthstone pack every 1 or 2 days, and then you factor in the fact that, it takes you about a week of grinding to unlock a one wing of a story mode chapter. Like, I put like 25 hours into Hearthstone, and I felt good about it because I was getting progression, and I was getting packs, and I was still able to build decks and do stuff. So when it was like, okay, I'm progressing, and I can still progress at my own rate and have a good time with this game, but if I want to, I could. But because I'm enjoying it so much, I'm willing to pay Blizzard 20, 30, $20-30 for a bunch of packs to have a chance at getting more awesome cards to keep playing this game. And like if you make it, and maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe people are fine paying for characters and stuff that I consider core to the game, but or maybe they're not. I just think it'd be better if more games went the Dota 2 route, or even maybe the Hearthstone route, instead of the League Heroes route, and God knows the Candy Crush route and progression route is just mindless crap. Anyway, that has been brought to Soapbox for the week. You all have an excellent day.